You mentioned the interest rate that increased tremendously. Over the last 8 years or so, we basically had 0% interest rate in the European Union and basically everywhere in the world. Now, because of that high inflation, central banks around the world raise their interest rates, and of course banks follow by raising their mortgage rates. In 2021, we were financing for clients for 0 point some percent. And
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And now it's like went up to almost like 5%. Now it's like around 4%, 3%, something like this. So how did this crazy interest rate change from 0% to 5%? How did this impact the real estate market?
I mean, there are a couple of factors that impacted that. But first of all, I believe the real estate markets were pretty strong during that time. Again, during Corona, during the war, what is going on. So in general, the real estate market has been stable for this time. Of course, like 2-3 years ago, before Corona, we had this great interest rate, and still clients are there, why I haven't invested in that time? But it's over. Again, you have to really go into the time right now and use it for your profit.
This is what people might say 2-3 years from now. We don't know, but maybe they'll say, oh, I should have invested in 2023. We don't know.
And also there are so many countries, they have way higher interest rates than us. Like when we talk to our clients, expats, they're telling us all the time in certain countries there's a way higher interest rate. So Germany is still good, right? And at the end, you can deduct the interest rate from your investment. So you can deduct it 100% out of it.
If it's an investment, not as a home.
Exactly, very important. If it's an investment, not on home, and which is a secondary part, so that's not really important, so you can deduct it. But I believe the interest rates will stabilize. I mean, we having better offers right now from last week. The interest rates are going down right now and stabilizing, and still clients are seeing still the value out of the property, even if they pay 1 or 2 interest rates more. What happened a couple of years ago? But here you pay 1 or 2% more and having a better selling or buying price instead of paying 30 to 50% more on the selling price like 2-3 years ago. I preferred this option, right? I mean, there are great deals right now on the market, and why not to use that? And even if you pay 1 to 2%, you still have the option to sell your property after 10 years tax-free, or do a refinance, and that time might be a better interest rate, right? We don't know. We don't have a, how you call that?
Glass
like
ball.
A glass, what?
Glass ball?
Exactly. You don't have that thingy to see, okay, this is going to happen in the future. It's just prediction. We assume that, but I think you should use this time for sure. And there is this high demand, again, there's this high demand on housing, even in renting and housing. I mentioned before, like Germany is missing over 400,000 homes.
Each year.
Each year, perfect, each year. And we were able to serve only 248,000 homes. So, I mean, this tells you everything.
And if you connect the two, if you're saying interest rate, it was 0 or 1%, and now it's 3-4%, so like 2-3% higher. Okay, but compare it to the inflation rate. It was almost also 0 or maybe 2%, but now it's 10%. So you have a 2-3% premium on the interest rate, but you have like an 8% premium on the inflation rate. So you're still winning.
Exactly, and I mean, high interest rates are the after effects due to the high inflation. It's normal. It's completely normal, but and I believe it will kind of stabilize also. I mean, the government already said it's going to be around 8 to 9%, but it's still high, right? I mean, it's, my opinion, it's impossible to really go down as it was. Like before, we had an inflation rate every year between 2 and 3%, right? So every year, everything got more expensive. I don't believe it's going to go that down, but it will be somewhere between 8 and 9% for sure, which is still high.
At least over the midterm, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.